Small business owners, entrepreneurs, medium startups, and VCs, this one's for you. Welcome to Beyond the Bottom Line, Balancing Evolution with Execution, hosted by Elevate Talent Solutions founder and CEO, Ron Miller. Through Ron's own hard-won wisdom, along with an array of luminaries across the entrepreneurial ecosystem, you'll glean priceless wisdom that will help you see past the day-to-day grind and into the future where you can check off today's to-do list and achieve innovation and elevation to ensure your business is future-proof, fulfilling, and profitable. It's time for Beyond the Bottom Line, balancing evolution with execution. Take it away, Ron.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Bottom Line. And today I'm going to kind of jump into this because I'm going to be honest here. I've kind of hit my limit with some shit. So in November, in a couple of weeks here, it'll be 2 years since I've gone out on my own and launched Elevate Talent Solutions. 2 full years of consulting, training, podcasting, posting, building, helping companies get their shit together. And somehow I still feel like I'm walking into meetings and conversations like I'm the new kid at Hill Valley High, right? And for those of you that like Back to the Future, you'll get that reference because apparently I'm a Hill Valley slacker. I literally sat in a meeting a couple of weeks ago and a colleague sitting in the room was talking about this tech project that their company, their small business, had dumped a bunch of money on, and it was crashing and burning. Nothing was connecting. And they literally sat there and said, I really wished I knew someone who could have helped. And I'm like, bro, I am sitting right here. And at that point, honestly felt like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, right? You've had the power all along, my dear, except in this version, no one's paying attention to the wizard or can follow the yellow brick road. Everyone's like, hey, you know what? This creepy path to the right seems to be the right decision. Let's go down that way instead of following this yellow brick road. And that's when it kind of just started to hit me. Like, maybe the problem isn't what I do. Maybe it's how I say it. And I've been trying to sound professional, but maybe people just need to hear it in plain English. So today, I'm dropping the filter and answering the question I've heard way too often. Ron, what the fuck do you actually do? So let's roll. So we're living in this LinkedIn social media circus where everyone is a strategist, a guru, an advisor, a specialized ninja, a thought leader, a sales icon, and half of them couldn't lead a grocery list. But they've got a Canva post and a selfie in front of a ring light. And meanwhile, people actually doing the damn work, we just get completely buried because the results aren't sexy. Your post is about fixing operations and there's crickets. You post a meme about coffee and burned out, 10,000 likes and someone quoting Taylor Swift. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. And it's no wonder everybody's goddamn confused. I feel like I'm stuck in a professional version of 50 First Dates. Like every day I'm reintroducing myself like, hi, I'm Ron. We've met 13 times. I've built a company and I'm still here, right? If you've seen that movie, you'll get that reference too. Great Adam Sandler flick, but I digress. So let's break it down. I don't want to put any buzzwords or bullshit or fluff. Here's the bottom line. I help staffing firms and small businesses fix recruiting and operations through strategy, training, and scalable solutions. What's that translation? If your recruiting is a dumpster fire, I build the fire station. If your processes are duct taped together and outdated, I can build and execute the blueprint. And if your team's winging it, I can train them to win. And it's all customized. It's not box crap. I want to learn your business. I want to learn your process and your systems. And I want to make something that's impactful to you. I'm not a coach. I'm a builder. I don't hand you motivation. I hand you a system and tangible items you can use immediately. And I don't sell inspiration. I deliver execution. Because right now, teams are thin. Budgets are slashed. Jobs are getting outsourced. AI's out here acting like it's Tony Stark, right? While half of your staffing is running Windows 95 yet, right? You don't have Jarvis. You don't have Friday. You have the Iron Man version that was built in the Afghan cave. And while it works, it doesn't work long and it doesn't look well. So you don't need another tool. You need someone who can actually make the damn tools work together, right? As Liam Neeson said, I have a very particular set of skills I've acquired over a very long career, skills that make me a nightmare for broken recruiting departments. All right, I don't do great impressions. Well, maybe I do one or two, but Liam Neeson is not one, but you get the gist. Anyways, here's the deal. Recruiting that's not working kills growth. Broken operations and outdated operations kill profit, and broken training or non-existent training kills people's careers. You can't scale chaos. You can't grow with complete burnout and pizza parties, and you can't fix what you refuse to look at. And that's why I built Elevate Talent Solutions, to step in, to get your shit organized and make the business actually work, and do so without breaking the budget. And that's also why I launched the Recruiter Training Hub. And because recruiters aren't born great, they're built, and someone's actually got to teach them before they burn out faster than your job board budgets. Right? I mean, it's crazy. I sat in those recruiting chairs over the years. I built from the ground up. I started as a secretary in the staffing industry, right? It wasn't sexy. I didn't know what I was going to do not being a cop. That's what I went to college for. And I didn't do it. And that's another story for another time. But I went a different path and I love what I did. But you know what? I never really truly got trained before I started. You know what I had? I had a conversation when half the office quit one morning because they were burnt out and frustrated. And I got approached to say, do you want to be a recruiter? And my response at that time was, does it pay more than what I'm doing? Yes. Does it have benefits? Yes. Great. Where do I start? And I learned by just watching others. You get the HR training of what not to say, how not to say it, what to ask, what not ask, and off you go. I didn't want anyone else to go through that. And that's why I built the hub. Because here's the truth. Starting something new in this space, it's like yelling into a hurricane and shouting at yourself in a canyon. You can have 30 years of experience, a 68% retention rate of the teams you built, real ROI that you can convey. But if you're not dancing on TikTok, people forget you exist. And I'm tired of pretending that's normal. Listen, I'm not a thought leader. I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not here to sell you a vibe. And I don't have a face that closes deals and gets likes. I get it. I'm just here to fix what's broken. I'm like the Winston Wolf of staffing. I solve problems. Maybe you'll get that. So if you're in staffing, you're in HR, you're in talent acquisition, you're in ops, you own or run a small business, and you're tired of chaos, guessing and ghosting, and not having the funds for that critical position to do that project that's taxing everyone else, then let's talk. Because I'm not invisible. You've just been looking in the wrong direction. Like Waldo, except instead of stripes, I am coated in strategy. So there it is. 2 years later, I hope I finally answered it. What the fuck do? I build systems. I train people. I fix recruiting and operations. I help companies stop wasting time, money, and talent. No fluff, no buzzwords, no fake gurus, no bullshit. Just real results from someone who's been there in your seat, in those trenches, doing the work. And that's it for this episode of Beyond the Bottom Line. I'm Ron Miller, and I am not invisible anymore. Till next time, keep it real.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Beyond the Bottom Line, Balancing Evolution with Execution, hosted by Ron Miller, CEO of Elevate Talent Solutions. You can learn more about him at elevatetalentsolutions.net and by following him on LinkedIn. Be sure to hit that follow button, send us love letters and episode ideas at elevatetalentsolutions.net, and tune in next week.